Now then, Miss Mackenzie, did you recently apply to the National Health Insurance for a hearing aid?
For what?
Seeing the housekeeper's behavior, the prosecution became anxious. But the facts had already spoken for themselves. Yes, the housekeeper had a hearing impairment. He had applied for a hearing aid from the government but never received it. So, as long as the volume wasn't loud, the housekeeper couldn't hear anything.
However, you state that you walked past a door which is 4 inches of solid oak. You heard voices, and you are willing to swear that you could distinguish the voice of the prisoner, Leonard Vole. No further questions.
Whether the housekeeper's statements were true or false didn't matter anymore. Because of his hearing problem, his testimony had lost its value as evidence. With that, the first 2 witnesses were effectively useless, but the prosecution wasn't ready to give up just yet. Their final witness was Wool's wife, Christine. This surprised both Wool and Will. Why would she be called as a witness for the prosecution? But at this point, they had no choice but to adapt. Will immediately objected, stating that Christine, as Wool's wife, wasn't qualified to be a witness for the prosecution. However, the prosecution lawyer had been prepared for this. He knew that Christine and Wool had been living in a bigamous marriage. No one expected Christine to openly admit in court that she had been married to another man before Wool, and that this man was still alive. This revelation nearly made Wool explode in disbelief. He couldn't believe what he was hearing, but the prosecution lawyer produced the marriage certificate between Christine and her first husband. The certificate was authenticated and proved to be genuine, but that wasn't the only bombshell. After the incident, Christine had told the police that Wool had come home at 9:25 p.m. and that he hadn't gone out again after returning. But now, she was completely reversing all of her previous statements.